I've been in the real estate business for 3 decades now. I got my start coming out of college in New York City, big money center bank, and I was a lender to real estate developers and saw that the other side of the table looked a lot more exciting than the lender side of the table. And so I moved to Los Angeles in the late 80s to go to business school. I met my bride there. It's probably the best thing that came out of business school. But also became a real estate investor at that time. And it really started in '89 when I started a property management business with a college friend. We convinced his folks to let us take over and manage the family's real estate holdings here in Los Angeles, which were essentially all Class B, C apartments, all run down. Little astonishing that they would do that because we were complete rookies at the time in our mid-20s. But we learned as we went along, and we renovated and repossessioned each property, and we upgraded the units, and we increased cash flow. And it's been an ATM machine for that family ever since. And my friend Brent continues to manage that portfolio for the family. I wanted to really forge a business as an investor, and so I partnered with Jim Worms back in 1995 and started Paladin Realty. And Jim had been a veteran of two large global real estate firms, Salomon Brothers and Eastdil. And we've built Paladin over the last 30 years into a pretty sizable business. We're a SEC registered investment advisor. We're an institutional fund manager, but we focus mainly on workforce housing all across the Americas. And our first investor was Bill Simon, the former Treasury Secretary, and he made a fortune as a pioneer in the leveraged buyout business. And he was our very first investor, and we've now grown it to a client base of hundreds of institutional and family office investors. We've invested in over $6 billion of real estate in 8 countries. We have 5 regional offices, 30 employees. So it's a pretty big business. It's been fun to grow with Jim over the years.